Where do I even start? This episode flat out surprised me, guys. I don't know about you guys, but for me, once something is being hyped up, it always has the potential of not living up to the hype. You know, the creator of the show, X-Men 97, started hyping episode 8 to 10, saying they're going to be literally the best episode in the entire show, after episode 5 debuted. I low-key had my doubts about episode 8, considering it's going to be the opening episode for the 3-part story arc. I thought is going to be mainly just set up or build up for the final 3 episodes and probably end up not living up to the hype. But boy, was I mistaken when I tell you this episode surpassed my expectations. I'm not lying. The battle sequences and the dialogue in this episode were just captivating and intriguing. You literally have to pay attention to be able to catch all the details, especially if you are not a comic reader like me. The level of detailing that went into the battle scenes, like when they showed us what it looked like to be a Nightcrawler teleportation through Wolverine, bro, it was so elevating. Whoever thought to pair up Wolverine and Nightcrawler definitely needs a raise them, because they give us a show. See Nightcrawler with 3 swords, wow. Like bro, the fact that he could finesse the 3rd sword with his tail, amazing. Then watching Wolverine fall from the sky while slashing as many Sentinels as he can was breathtaking. Bro, these fight scenes with the Sentinels were so creatively visualized. I loved how resourceful the characters could be in critical moments, like when the Summers family found themselves at a dead end during the Prime Sentinel chase. I loved how they quickly improvised, plowing through a wall, and then that Jean's swift landing was so cool. Like, thank God Cyclops had his porch on the plane, otherwise I don't think they would have made it. I also appreciated how they managed to include funny moments during the chaos, like when Jubilee joked about being the only one who couldn't fly and then proceeded to fly using her cute blasts. That was so funny to me. And also when Jean warned Cyclops that Hank was going to kill him because their Blackbird plane was about to be destroyed for the 3rd time in a row. It's true, because the first Blackbird was destroyed by a Sentinel in episode 1 and the second one was likely destroyed in Genosha. There's no way it would have survived that entire attack. Like, it's just not possible. I enjoyed seeing different characters' perspective during the chase, like Jubilee and Sunspot got caught in the mall, Cyclops, Jean and Cable were at Bastion's old childhood home, and Wolverine and Nightcrawler with Beast were at the mansion, and they flat out burned down the mansion, guys. Like, it's low-key funny because Professor X is back and he's literally coming back to buy a new mansion. Like, give him a break at this point, for real. The Sentinels rampage was epic. Bastion had almost everyone turning into a Sentinel. I thought Sunspot's mom would actually turn into one when Sunspot crashed into her party. Given that everyone else was transforming, but she didn't. Bastion turning his mom into a Sentinel is actually crazy. Like, bro doesn't even care about his mom, and that shows how far he's willing to go to complete his mission. Because is she even supposed to be involved in all this? Why are you turning her into a Prime Sentinel? Like, it doesn't, like, it was so funny and it doesn't make sense to me. Having Miss Steelby take out Beast is wild, considering they're slowly becoming a thing. That must have been so heartbreaking for Beasts. Sorry, my guy. Bastion continues to be a formidable villain in this episode, even though his motivation is a bit funny to me, because bro is acting out of pure jealousy for mutants while also being a mutant himself the whole time. Like, the irony. At first I was confused on whether or not Bastion is a mutant, but this episode clarified that for me, because Bastion is a highly evolved mutated Sentinel. He's a descendant of every past Sentinel from Master Mold to Nimrod. Nimrod infected Bastion's dad when he was working as a janitor and then got transferred into Bastion as a baby, making him a human hybrid Sentinel with remnants of Master Mold, and that explains why Bastion is able to communicate with machines and draw this depiction of things to happen in future, because Master Mold and Nimrod can do all these things. So I don't know about you guys, but there is no human being on Earth that should be able to do any of these things except if you're a mutant. So that is lie number 1. And lie number 2 is that Bastion's main reason for the rampage is because he claims he fears humans will go extinct. According to him, in the next 100 years to come, mutants will outnumber humans 10 to 1, and that is why he conducted the Genosha massacre as a means to slow down the population of mutants now before they completely outnumber humans. Bastion's main reason doesn't make any sense to me, because according to Cable, Bastion's evolution war lasted 3 years in his timeline, and mutants that survived were enslaved and being used for labor. Bastion was literally exploiting mutants in the future. This is why I said that Bastion is lying, because he's basically just seeking ultimate control over mutants, but he's here maxing it with looking out for humans. Like, bro, like, stop lying. You know you want to be in control of the mutants, and you even did 300 years to come. So what are you here looking like a clown, bro? If you look at it from another angle, he's literally killing the humans that he claims to be saving, because these Prime Sentinels are obviously going to be killed one way or the other. Either the technovirus ends up killing them by developing a side effect in their human body because they are being infected with the technovirus, or they get killed entirely in a battle. Again, this is why I say that Bastion turning his mom into a Prime Sentinel is crazy, because there's a high chance of her being killed in a battle. Like, bro is actually down bad. And what's funnier to me is how they casually showed Dr. Doom completely backing out from his plans. Like, bro said, I think you're in this alone. We then got Val Cooper releasing Magneto. The issue I have with the Magneto was right sentiment is that, yes, Magneto was right in asserting that humans aren't worth defending and that mutants and humans may never peacefully coexist due to some humans' inability to accept mutants as equal. No doubt he was right in that aspect, but where I have a problem with him is him flat out sending out an impulse that basically shut down every mechanical device across the globe, which definitely would kill thousands of humans and mutants in a snap. You know, even though it did kill the Prime Sentinels instantly, including Bastion's mom, because yes, Bastion's mom, she literally died, bro, and that is what I've been saying. That act was too extreme, if you ask me, especially since the perpetrator of the whole rampage thing is not even a human to begin with, but a foolish hybrid human sentinel that is purely jealous of mutants and wants to be in control of them. Magneto should have just targeted Bastion directly, because I mean, he's who held him hostage in the first place. So him not directly targeting Bastion but deciding to send out this impulse all over the globe doesn't make sense to me. Magneto just acted out without thinking it through, and that is what differentiates him from Professor Charles Xavier, because Charles would never blindly kill innocent people like that. Despite the visual appeal we got from this scene, which was like one of the peak moments of this episode, you know, let's also just admit that Magneto was a bit extra with it. Another intriguing aspect of this episode was witnessing the dynamic between the Summers family. Seeing Cyclops, Jean, and Cable start to form a relationship, you know, becoming a family and a team despite their differences, was really dope. I liked how Jean provided the support that Cyclops needed. Cyclops was beating himself up for not being a good dad to Cable, but honestly, what more could he have done though? Because sending Cable away to be cured of the virus that Sinister injected in him as a baby was the best decision. So there's no reason for him to be hard on himself. Maybe Cable would have preferred Cyclops to take him over Bishop, but Cyclops is needed on Earth and it just wouldn't make sense Cyclops leaving the show like that, you know? So Cable, please cut him some slack. This episode was actually top, guys. Like, they cooked so bad. The action sequences were just dope, and I love the cameos we got in the ending, especially seeing Spider-Man. I wonder what they have in store for us in the remaining episodes, guys. At this point, I just can't wait, and whatever it is, I'm seated. If you made it to this level of the video, you are the real MVP. I really appreciate you watching my videos. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm out of here.